Welcome back to another episode of Tell Me Sis podcast, featuring your two favorite sisters,
Alex
and Kyla.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a lovely 2 weeks since you've last listened. If you're up to date, we missed last week's episode. Kyla was sick. We were trying to film everything in batch prior, but then we weren't being up to date and we had guests and stuff. And then she was really sick and we're like, you know what, let's just like not force it because I didn't want her to have to do that.
It would have been a horrible episode anyways.
Yeah.
Like I was so tired. I like had no personality.
Yeah. So we're like, let's just not force it, skip it, and we'll come back next week. So we're excited to be back. It is definitely the beginning of fall.
My gosh, it's crazy. I feel like fall came so quick this year.
Summer
like
was fast.
Starting September 1st, but also just the weather in general.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, like it got cold quick.
Yeah. Like starting September 1st, it's been practically like fall every single day. Like the weather, it's crisp air, chilly. To be honest, it's like perfect weather.
Yeah,
I wish it would just like stay like this and not get any colder, except for like around Christmas when it snows.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like this summer flew by.
Yeah.
Every summer is so like quick, but like this summer in particular.
Well, I was thinking there was when we came back with season 3, it was before the summer, and we kept complaining about like how cold it was, how we were having such a cold spring and how every day was raining and we felt like we could just never have a sunny day.
Yeah.
And then I feel like when summer hit, it hit quick and it was hot and sunny every single day.
Yeah. And we had a good summer.
Yeah, we did. There was a
year.
few days of rain and that's it, but like it was fast.
But yeah, it just flew by. It's crazy. I feel like I remember like one particular day in May. I think it was like beginning of May. And I was like, I think we like talked about this on the episode where I was like, I need to like really just be as present as possible because next thing I know, it's going to be end of summer.
Oh my God, I remember you saying that.
It's going to just fly by. And like now here we are, September. And I did so much this summer, but at the same time, I feel like I don't even remember what I did.
I feel like it was just F1.
I know.
That is so crazy.
That's crazy. That was like beginning of June.
When we started this, my son was at a totally different school.
It's honestly like how fast time has been
I know.
flying recently is like kind of freaking me out a bit.
And it just gets faster with age, unfortunately.
I know. Anyways, but on a more positive note, I am excited for fall.
Yeah, me too. Fall is my favorite. This was the first year ever that I was actually sad that summer was ending. But at the same time, I was really excited to get back into a routine. Because I felt like I was kind of all over the place this summer. I mean, it was nice.
Yeah. You didn't have as much structure.
We had structure in the sense of like every morning was swimming lessons. And then we had like events. We knew every Wednesday was swim meets and like soccer was on Saturdays. Like we had that kind of schedule. But in terms of like right now with my son in school and my work, like I really focus on working from 9 to 5 every single day. And then I'm done after that. And we have to schedule everything in advance in order to have play dates and stuff. Whereas in the summer it was kind of like we'd have swimming lessons and then we'd be at the beach all day with our friends. And then someone would be like, oh, let's go do this for dinner. And like everyone come over and it would be like last minute and we'd have to find a sitter or like, let's go do this. It was very on a whim, which was so fun.
Yeah.
And we really lean into that energy. And Dan and I both decided we're going to take a bit of a step back from work in order to live it up while we can with our kids.
Yeah.
Best decision ever. But other than that, like I was kind of feeling internally like I'm really down to get back onto a schedule of like knowing what my weeks are going to look like, having weekends feel like weekends.
Yeah.
But, watch me in 2 months be like over it. Like, I'm ready for the hectic life again.
Yeah. Well, it's also fun in the summer, too, because you guys are members at this yacht club and like you could chill in the sun. You can go in the water. It's like there's so much more activities you can do outside. Like winter can be like really restricting
and isolating a little.
Yeah. And like, the one thing I'm really not looking forward to, though, I will say, is the days getting shorter.
Yeah, so I always think of it like this. I get excited at the beginning because I'm like, it means that like we're going to have for me, the best months are the Burr months, like September to December. I love those months so much because there's so many fun activities to look forward to. And I love Christmas and New Year's. It's really fun and like it feels nostalgic and comforting.
Yeah. It's like January, February that you don't like.
So honestly, January till April. Because I don't even really love March because March 1st is still dead of winter. Like I think the past few years we've had the most snow ever in March.
Yeah, I agree with you, but like the thing is, once March comes around, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's
you know,
true.
It's really January and February that are like.
But this
horrible.
past year, Kai, March felt like forever because realistically, we only got summer weather mid-June. It was a cold spring.
It really was, and then like now it's already back to being cold in early September. Last year in September was still summer, like all month.
We are, I think, going to get a heat wave again. Like, I think we're on a bit of a cold front, and then the warm weather is going to come back. It's why Dan is, like, kind of refusing to put our heating on, because, first of all, midday is still hot if you're outside.
Yeah.
But we always do get, like, a random heat wave that lasts for a while. I think last year, it just we didn't get a cold front. It was just kind of, like, hot throughout.
Yeah.
And it made the fall activities fun in September, because we would go apple picking, and it was, like, kind of chilly. Not chilly. It was kind of warm, so I could wear like skirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this year I'm like, unless we go midday, I'm gonna be cold.
I know. Like I have to wear a jacket now when I go for dinner at night.
Yeah.
When I do anything at night, I'm wearing like a full-blown fall jacket,
which I do love. Honestly,
I love that
sweater
too.
weather. If we could have this weather till like beginning of December, because then I'm all about the snow. I want like the Christmassy vibes, and then come January, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like go back to sweater weather.
I know.
And then spring start in like March and have actual spring weather.
Yeah.
And then summer can start in like middle of May.
Yeah, I agree. One thing I will say though is that I am going to the Dominican early, like the first week of December. I have a wedding.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So I have that to look forward to, you know.
Like
it's
a
going to
little
be
break.
like a little break from winter. I kind of want to look into going somewhere either in January or February. Because like my work is flexible. I work fully remote.
Maybe we could do something for the podcast in like February.
I'm so down.
Where we like travel somewhere a little bit warmer, maybe collab with a few other people to make it like a work thing. Is that something you guys would be interested in if we traveled places to interview people?
I feel like that would be so cool.
Because typically like we've been doing guest episodes with people within Montreal. Obviously not including your friend who's from Pittsburgh, but she flew out to see us.
Yeah.
And like hang out with you essentially. Yeah. But yeah, that would be cool if there was like someone that you wanted on the podcast and like we could go to them.
Who do we know that lives in like a warm climate?
In the south of America? Not South America, but like south of United States. Because it's warmer.
Does anyone live there?
No, not that I know of.
I mean, we could always just travel and then like record while we're away. Remember we did that when we were staying at Bel Air, I think it's called Tremblant.
Yeah.
That's still cool.
So then let's go somewhere.
If we get a collab with if we get a collab with Wander.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen because they can't meet us where we're asking. Wait, hello. They won't meet us where we're at. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. They won't meet us.
It's also they're
with
only
our
within the US,
standards,
and
yeah.
if we're gonna travel in February, it's still gonna be mainly cold unless we went like because it's still kind of cold. It's still
even
winter.
in Arizona.
No, for us it's hot. For them, it's probably cold. But Arizona would be sick. I want to go there to go to Arizona.
I know.
I want to try like Swig. And like the soda shops. I know that's
what
like
is Swig.
It's like the places in Utah and like the Midwest. I think is Utah the Midwest? Probably not. Anyway, it's like a soda shop. So you go to get like dirty sodas essentially. So instead of a coffee shop, because everyone's Mormon, I think that's why it started. They can't have caffeine. Wait, there's caffeine in soda.
Unless it's like not caffeinated.
No, they have like Diet Coke and stuff. Anyway, they have a Swig in Arizona. Because a lot of the creators that I follow from there always go. They have In-N-Out. They have like so many good places.
You know,
I'm thinking about like fast food.
No, well, same. That's what I think about when I go to the States.
I know.
I've been craving 2 fast food joints. Wingstop and Shake Shack. To me, Shake Shack is the best fast food joint.
I like Shake Shack. Here's the thing. I like the burgers a lot. I hate the In-N-Out fries. For
I
me,
know.
they're disgusting. I do not find they taste good at all. I don't understand when people say they're so good.
I think it's the sauce.
It's not even that. They taste like freezer burn.
They do. And it's like cardboard consistency.
Yeah.
It's like,
but I love the burgers. I
The
like
burgers are
In-N-Out
so good.
burgers
Yeah.
a lot.
yeah.
And
I want to try the Flying Dutchman.
me too.
It looks so good.
Okay, so maybe we go to Arizona.
Let's
Do
actually
any of
look
you
into
live
it.
in Arizona? Can we come stay with you? Or we could
Or
do like
give us recommendations for like areas in Arizona that are
Can you do like a cute Airbnb?
yeah.
That'd be so fun.
Honestly, let's do it. Let's actually look into it.
I think so. I think it would be really fun to do a mini trip like that. And then like we could do, I don't know if you guys would be interested if you follow us on social media. We could do for like the Tell Me Sis podcast TikTok account. We could do like food reviews or like
That'd be so
taste testing things.
Yeah, that would be so good.
Spots like travel.
We could honestly even start doing that in Montreal because the food here.
I know. Honestly, guys, so a lot of people messaged, I don't know if they messaged the podcast account or if they messaged me personally. I don't remember where I saw it, but a few people messaged us when you went over your list of your favorite restaurants, you went through it. People were literally like writing it down, and they took or not took a screenshot, but they like would write everything down and like save it in their notes, and then like they screenshot it to show me that they wrote down your list because they're like,
Oh,
these are
I
places need
added
to go.
more, by the way, to my list.
Maybe we should go down the list and go and do those, like make videos at these restaurants.
Yeah. Keep
And-
up with our Tell Me Sis TikTok account because I actually think that we should make that into a series.
because we've been really slacking on social media when it
Yeah.
comes to, well, not like posting the podcast. I mean, last week, but-
Posting the shorts.
yeah, and also just like getting content, like
Yeah.
fun content like that.
Yeah, exactly. I was the one that was taking care of like the Instagram and TikTok content, but like anyways, we're going to get into our life updates. This is the perfect way to get into our life
Yeah,
updates.
nice segue.
I don't have as much time as of recently because I've been securing a lot more clients with my work. So I was like doing a bunch of interviews, updating my portfolio, like my creative portfolio. I was like, negotiating contracts. Then like I also like I have a few new clients here and I'm taking content for them. And so it's just been like I've been a lot more busy. I still have time to do it, but it's just like it takes time because I have to go through the whole episode, find like the perfect clip,
Yeah.
and then like and it's just oh my gosh, it's so time consuming.
This is why I think down the road, like, so we've already had a sponsorship for the podcast, and it's definitely a goal of ours to like make some income with this so that we could hire not a team, but at least an editor.
I feel like investing in an editor, but like even at that, I feel like it's only really worth it if we start getting big sponsorships,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like down the line, if we are able to make this, and I know this is definitely a conversation that's probably not interesting for you guys, but it is something that when you are a creator, you have to like think about these things. People always ask me over the years if I edit all my own stuff, and I've never had an editor ever. 100% would I put out more content if I had an editor? Yes.
Yeah.
But then also I love editing, and the fact that I get the creative control in that, and it brings me peace, and I also get to keep my money.
Well, that's the thing too, because like, and this is where like I understand, because when I was working full time, I was I started off as social media coordinator, and then I like moved my way up to social media manager, even though I never like managed a full team of people or anything. I really like having the creative freedom as well, but obviously when you're working for a company, you don't have full creative freedom,
true,
right?
that's
Like
true.
you still have to go based off like follow brand guidelines, keep the tone of voice, like the colors, like the aesthetic, everything.
Yeah.
Which is still fun in its own way. Like you still get to be creative, but especially when there's a lot of people that have input before you actually post any of the content, it can feel like it stops being like you stop having as much creative freedom as you'd like. I know there's an ant right there.
Bye-bye.
But from the business's perspective, which I also can understand, like you do want to like review things before it goes live. Like it's your business, right?
course.
So like I understand that, and I would feel the same way as you, where it's like if I had my own business and we hired someone for social media, I would want to see things too, and like I would want to like have input, and not in like a controlling, micromanaging kind of way, but like when you have something in mind, like a vibe, or an aesthetic, and you want specific cuts, you want like the colors to look a certain way, like the cover photo, you want the overall, just everything, the
theme of the video,
exactly, like you just want it to, you have something in mind and you just like want it to reflect what you have in your mind. I totally get that, but it's so much fun, honestly. I'm so creative. I find it so much fun.
It is really fun. I mean, it's a big reason as to why this is my job. I mean, I started it when I didn't even know it could be my job. I just did it because I loved it. And I've always said this to people when they're like, well, what are you going to do like later on down the road? Are you still always going to do social media? I'm always going to do social media. Like, it is always going to be, even if it's not my job, like even if I expand or my different businesses take off, and or like my investments, like whatever it is that like I don't need to do this anymore, I still would do it because of how much I love it. The difference is now is my time management, because I have 2 kids. It's like I don't have as much time as if I had no kids. I still do have time, and I'm very flexible, and I'm very grateful for that. But for example, I've had a vlog like sitting on my final cut for like almost 2 weeks now. I finished filming it at the day after Labor Day. So, a week ago. And I've gone to edit that video 4 different days in a row now, and I haven't been able to complete it because YouTube takes so much more time. And there's so many clips, because it's basically a vlog of the whole summer. Because I took a break from YouTube and I just filmed a ton of stuff. Whereas having an editor right now, what I could do essentially is send all the clips to the editor, tell them the theme and the vibe that I want. I mean, if I were to hire someone, I would request that during the interview process, they would know a little bit about me and my editing style, like my videos, whatever, my vlogs. But vlogs are fairly simple. It's just that certain montages and certain like elements that I would want to show or to edit out or whatever, I could make a mood board and show a theme. Basically what I sent you today for the campaign I'm working on. I could do something like that, but then that also takes time. And so it's like,
but it takes less time than actually editing, right?
And if I am going to be putting out a lot more content on YouTube and filming a ton, having an editor would honestly do me well. So if editing is something that you enjoy, I don't need anyone full time, but if it's something that you want extra cash for and you're good at it and you want to send in your resume, feel free to do it with a podcast email. It's always in the show notes or description box of YouTube. Because I would be curious to see your work. Like if you have anything you want to show me, because if it's something that would work for the 2 of us, I'd definitely be open to it now. The podcast, I feel like not yet, because it's not like we're making tons of money with this business.
It's really just, the podcast is more of a hobby.
It's definitely for fun. I mean, we would love to turn it into a business.
I would love to turn it into a business, but I definitely need to, or like we need to have like a structure. Because also like
we're all over the place.
Like we should have more, like we take turns, I don't know, weekly or monthly, who's editing the videos for YouTube this month. And whoever's going to be the one editing the YouTube video, then the other person edits together all the shorts. But to make it maybe easier, the person who's editing the YouTube video, you take down timestamps for like potential shorts.
That's actually I think I did that at the beginning, and because I was listening through it and I was like, oh, this would be good. This is the thing, is that because it is such a hobby for us, and because we're so busy in like our other jobs and our other life, we don't like prioritize it as if it was our full-time job.
It's exactly, that's exactly it.
There's like a tier list of what's important in our life right now, because we're very much like, we're trying to make most of like our social life and then our business life and our relationship as sisters. That's not just work related. Like there's different tiers, and I think the podcast, not that it's ever being pushed to the bottom, but it's not like the main focus right now. It's just something that we love and that we enjoy.
And also I will say, this is like kind of, it's on topic but like kind of random. But Actually, I'll save it for off the podcast.
Oh.
I'll save it for off the podcast.
Okay.
Because I don't want to like say anything and then it doesn't happen.
You know what?
Like,
knock wood. If you hear in the next few episodes about something, then you hear about it.
yes. But yeah, so that's like a life update of mine. I've been getting new clients. Been like a lot more busy. What else?
Ruby.
Hi.
My daughter just woke up from her nap. She's got like the curliest hair and the rosy cheeks, honey. Did you hear her say mama?
Cabbage Patch Girl. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel
She's
like
getting so big.
I know. It's wild. She's a
It's
toddler.
crazy.
She's like running around everywhere.
Oh my god. I haven't seen her in a few weeks.
No way.
Yeah, when's the last time I saw her?
Oh shoot, because you were sick last week. And then we didn't see what mom and dad's this Sunday.
Yeah.
And then before that, we had something. Oh my God, it's true. See, this is the thing is time right now. I mean, it's slowly getting back into like a schedule, which is nice. But it's been like wacko.
I know. It's just like flying by. I don't even remember the last time I saw her. Hi, baby girl. I'm going to be distracted by her all episode because I haven't seen her in so long.
She's going to have some snacks.
What else is new in my life? I was like telling my sister before we started recording, I don't know.
Well, there is something, but like we just don't want to talk about it publicly yet. Like something good.
With me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. We're trying to do this whole episode in one take so that we don't have to edit much because we are just trying
now
to
I'm
be
like,
better
wait,
at
what's
that.
new about my life that I don't know about?
Something good. Anyway,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. But anyways, it's just there's certain things that are going on, I feel like, that are just like happy and like
Exciting, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So but yeah, getting back into like a schedule.
Yes, getting back into
time.
a schedule
gonna
and
be
like
nice.
not even like it's yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kyla's going to be helping me shoot a few campaigns, which is so nice of her.
yes,
She
I
wants
do
to add it to her portfolio.
Yeah,
And it helps.
Oh
me
yeah,
out.
if anyone's confused, I'm a freelance social media strategist / content creator.
Yeah.
So I basically, I mean, I do a bunch of different things. I'm also doing research. I've been doing a lot of research into specifically meta ads, which is Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
So that's like paid advertisements on your Facebook and your Instagram. It's very tedious and like it's very technical.
Yeah.
It's a whole world of its own.
Wow.
And it's very beneficial when a company wants to pay to advertise either a campaign or just a specific post.
Yeah.
Depending on like what your goal is with this paid ad, like if you just want to drive sales,
Yeah.
traffic, engagement, growth, whatever it is, like there's so many different steps to it. I'm like just starting to do more research, and a lot of the time companies, like people on staff, like you can kind of figure out an ad as you go, but like if you really want to get your money's worth, I always recommend like look into an actual paid advertising expert, because it's very like it's difficult. If you really want to like have a good ROI,
Yeah.
it's really worth it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like, so sometimes when I take on campaigns, they'll add whitelisting and like boosting to the contract. So it's like they can boost my content for like ad purposes.
Yeah.
So sometimes like I'll see like a friend of mine did a campaign with Dynamite, and her video, because they used it, now they're boosting it and it's an ad. I'm always seeing it. Like if I'm scrolling TikTok or if I'm like on Instagram, I like see her video that I've already liked and like commented on. I see it over and over again because it's an ad.
Yeah.
And having her video is fine. Like it did good. It performed well. But then boosting it with the ad, it's like now a bunch of other people are seeing it that potentially probably wouldn't. And with the weird algorithm of Instagram, of it being very confusing, of like,
yeah, Instagram, it's also like just from like a my standpoint, like not as a business scrolling, just like a consumer.
yeah,
Most of the stuff I see on my feed are like accounts that I don't even follow.
I know, it's really annoying.
And I find it very frustrating because like even if it's the same with TikTok too. If I like, look at one meme. Then my explore page is like just memes.
I know.
Related to that. Or like, you know, so then it's like, I don't know, it's frustrating. I don't like the algorithm on Instagram and TikTok, like how it's so sensitive to like how much time you spend looking at a post. I'm like, can they make it a little less specific or like targeted?
I know. It's like the SEO.
Yeah.
But I what I like about TikTok is that you have the option of like the For You page or your friends page, like your following page. So people that you follow. I wish Instagram had that, where it's like you can just like, or maybe they do have it, but it's not as easy. Like you have to like click something. I wish like the main page, so when you go on Instagram, the first page you see is literally just your following. Yeah. And then if you go to the explore page, you can scroll and it'll be like your For You page of like random memes, things that people are like resharing, reposting, that kind of stuff. I wish there was a separation, because when I go on Instagram, I want to see what my friends are up to. I'm not going on Instagram to like look at random people and see random things. I would do TikTok for that. Yeah. Now it's like all video stuff too. Yeah. It's like all the same app, essentially, just different layouts.
Yeah, exactly. Instagram's just more curated and aesthetic. Yeah. TikTok's a lot more raw and unfiltered.
Yeah.
Like, and hilarious.
Certain things. Oh my gosh. The comments of TikTok is what makes a TikTok.
Oh my God. Like sometimes I screenshot comments on a TikTok video and I'll send them to my sister and I'm just cry laughing.
They're really funny. Sometimes like I'll see a funny video and I laugh, but then reading the comments makes the video that much more funny.
Oh my gosh, I saw a TikTok video the other day, and it was this girl she like posted a few clips of like her and her ex-boyfriend when they were still dating. Okay. Like just like really cute, wholesome videos, and she goes, posting videos with my ex-boyfriend who lied the entire time and like ended up cheating on me because why not? XOXO or something like that. The comments, she was this like beautiful Indian girl and he was this like really tall, lanky, like Scandinavian looking guy, and the comments, people were like
ripping him apart.
It looks like I could draw him. It looks like someone drew him. Because he was like so like average, like a stick figure.
Oh my God.
Another like, oh my God, Alex, like I have to find this video and show you the comments. Like you need to go through the comments. I was crying. I was like, how do they even come up with these like clapbacks?
Sometimes I find like TikTok comments, the people are genius.
I know.
And it's my favorite thing when you see there's like 400,000 likes on it. I'm like, oh, you know, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
And you know, they have those TikToks. It's like basically a photo of someone just like a face or a weird selfie, and it's text on the screen of like, tell me a time that like someone said this to you, but I don't mean this. I mean like the most unhinged, crazy thing. And then, like, the comments will be like so wild, and you're like, what?
Oh my gosh, I saw one recently that was like, tell me about I'm bored. Tell me about a time you said or did something in a work meeting that like was really embarrassing, or like you really embarrassed yourself in like a professional work meeting or something like that. God. And this one person commented saying that they were on a Zoom call for work with like a few of like the employees and like managers, I think even like the CEO. Oh no. And this one woman was talking about her home or something like that, and like why she had to move out of her home because like something happened. Okay. But the girl that was like telling this story, she didn't realize that she was still screen recording or like screen sharing. Oh no. And she literally typed in the woman's address and like found the home on Google Maps, like satellite view, and was like zooming into the house, and then the woman was like, yeah, that's it, that's exactly it, that's my house. I was dying of laughter. Or another time, a girl like accidentally, she meant to respond or like send an email to her manager, and she had to attach a link to the email. But instead of emailing her manager, she accidentally emailed the CEO of the company. It was a really big company. And not only that, but the link that she attached was a photo of her sitting on the toilet with her dog in between her feet. And then and she didn't realize until the CEO responded saying, oh, I think that like you emailed the wrong person and you attached the wrong photo. So she freaked out. So she went to respond saying like, I'm so sorry, like I'm gonna be emailing the manager or whatever. And then so she went to email the manager again, but accidentally emailed the CEO once again with the same picture. No. And she's like, I literally quit after that. She's like, I couldn't do it.
Oh my gosh, no, I would have to move countries.
I know, same.
The best thing is probably the CEO thought it was so funny.
I would die of laughter if I was the CEO.
A picture of them on a toilet.
I would literally keep a notebook of all the hilarious things my employees have done. And like not in a way that's like cruel or bullshit. I would just be like, this is why I freaking love my employees.
Wait, wasn't there a TikTok once of a girl being like, I just emailed someone and she's like, I don't know why it says this at the beginning.
Oh yeah, it starts off by saying
I'm crying.
by saying retard or something.
No, it was like, what did she say again?
I think I showed you that
yeah,
video.
I was like, hey, so and so, like fart or like,
yes,
like,
yeah,
queef, not queef, but like something like so
like
random,
a word just like showed up,
like a bad word.
Yeah,
and she was like, I didn't write that. Like, why does it say that? And she was mortified. It was so funny.
I mean, honestly, like I've sent emails too that just like there would be like a correction in the email, like an autocorrect kind of thing, and then I only notice after the fact. Nothing like horrible, but like still there's like certain things where I'm like, I'll like spell someone's name completely wrong, or like I'm writing an email to like one person but I say someone else's name.
Oh no, that happens to me all the time when people are like, hi Samantha, we're such big fans of your work. And I'm like, I think you forgot to change the name for this like massive email that you're sending out.
Well, we actually got an email to the podcast one time that was like saying that it was like a company that was like, we want to sponsor you, like, we want to like you know, come up with like a sponsorship, like one episode, but like they wrote it to another podcast. Like, we love your podcast, and they said the podcast name and we were like, oh, it wasn't us. But then they ended up emailing us again with like the proper name. I mean, it happens.
It does, because it's like these brands have so many influencers that they're working with. It's hard to kind of, well, I mean, it's not that hard. It happens.
Oh my God. This was a few years ago. So, you know, Tana Mojo, her manager, her name is Kyla.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Anyways, I got an email from a really big clothing brand. And it was like, they thought that they were emailing
her
Tana
manager.
Mojo's manager, Kyla, but they sent it to me instead. And they basically were like, this is what we want for the deliverables. This is what we want to pay her. This is what we're going to compensate her.
If you don't say the brand, can you say it? Or is that like, are you legally allowed to say what they offered?
I don't know. But this was like years ago.
Okay.
It was like a really big...
Like, was it 6 figures?
5 figures.
Okay.
But like her deliverables were nothing.
Wow.
And it was like, it was 32,000 US for like a YouTube mention.
Whoa.
I was like,
that's
and a bunch of
yearly salary.
Yeah, and like a bunch of free clothing and like discount codes for people, like her audience. And
I mean, she has a huge, like a massive audience. Yeah. And this is one thing that I feel like most people might know this, but in case you don't,
I'm worried though. Like, what if like Tana sees this?
So great. I'm sure she would be honestly flattered that we're talking about the fact that she makes friggin' bank, because I actually love her.
But like giving the specific number, would that be bad?
No, not if it was years ago. I'm sure she's actually talked about how much money she makes.
Yeah, I mean, like she said personal things that are way worse.
Yeah, but she
I ended up answering them, I remember, and I was like, oh, like you emailed the wrong Kyla, and the company got back to me like, oh my gosh, we're so sorry.
Yeah.
They never said like, don't,
honest mistake.
Yeah, exactly. They never said like, don't say anything or whatever, but that was all. It was like literally 5 years ago.
Yeah, I love her. Honestly.
I love her too. I want to get her lip liner.
Oh,
and
the one that, yeah.
And the like lipstick thing from Tarte. Mm-hmm. Her collab with Tarte.
I don't know if she's still doing the podcast with Brooke. I don't know.
I think they stopped.
Yeah, I think that they did. But I loved some of those clips that went viral on TikTok.
I know.
Like the one about how Brooke was bad at like money, and then like the thing that sent her over the edge was like a $30 like monthly sponsorship she did for like this like child, like starving child. And then the girl was like, well, like, did the money go through? Like, was she able to eat? She goes, yeah, she did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Remember? Because she was like 30 pounds, whatever. And then someone in the background goes, goals. And then they all just die of laughter. Like, when that clip pops up for me,
that I know, they have some
always
really,
watch it,
really...
and I always die. Same with Trish. Like, Trisha Paytas.
Yeah.
She has like some viral H3H3. Like, when they had the Frenemies
I know.
podcast, I was obsessed.
I know. Oh my gosh, I miss that podcast.
Podcast so much. And what's so sad too is it's not even them that are beefing. It's like her husband and his wife that have beef.
Oh.
So like Ethan and Trisha are fine. They're on fine terms. But it's like they can't, because it's like family. It's family drama.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
I know, because
Trisha has her own podcast now and she has guests on.
Oh yeah. I listen to it once in a while. Because I mean she puts out so much content. I feel like I can't even keep up.
Honestly though, like I feel like if anyone is like the OG,
oh, she's the best
YouTuber, it's Trisha. Also, I miss Shane.
I know, I miss Shane and Jenna Marbles.
I know, but I'm oh my god, 2017 was the best year
for YouTube.
For 2017, 2018, because that's when like Shane was starting to do his like
the conspiracy videos, and he had like series.
The series,
and he did one with like Tana Mojo and Jake Paul. Did they like get married?
Tana, Jake Paul, Jeffree Star, when they launched the conspiracy theory palette.
That was also a great year for
That's
YouTube.
when like Shane, Ryland, Garrett, and Morgan,
they were always
together, and their cameraman Andrew, and they went to the haunted hotel. They stayed there.
I have like nostalgia feeling right now.
I know. I remember us being in Spain in 2018 or 2017. I don't remember. And like that's when he was doing his series.
Was it with Mom?
Yeah. And that's when they were posting their series. But then also that was like the prime year with like Jenna Marbles doing her really funny videos with Julian.
Oh my god, I miss that aspect of YouTube so much.
Like I miss that.
Like we don't have that anymore.
I know. Now it's all like short form videos. Like no one has the attention span.
I know, it's actually really sad. I did hear recently that's like I feel like the pendulum is going to swing back the other way.
I hope it does.
But I don't know, because like how do you regain an attention span?
I can. Ruby, my happy girl.
Did you get a car? Or what is that? It's a magnet. Hi, Cookie. Hi. Oh my gosh, you guys, she is so cute with her
smile is so genuine. Like she's so jolly.
I know, she's such a happy kid. Like everything just makes her happy.
I know.
And I really like that she goes for what she wants.
Yeah.
Dan and I always say we love that aspect of her. Like she knows what she wants and she goes for it, and she wants that thing, and she's gonna do whatever she can to get that thing. And we're like, we hope she never loses that. Because Arkham is definitely more like go with the flow. He's like super social, chill, go with the flow.
Arky's also knows what he wants.
Yeah, but he like is also not a pushover, but he'll also like let her have it. Like if I'm like, oh, I really want like whatever, like he's very much like good at sharing and like all that stuff. She is like, that's what I want, and I want that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, well, you can't have that right now.
That's very much like a first and second child.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it is. But I like that.
Because we were kind of like, well, I don't know. Like our personalities are definitely like firstborn, secondborn.
But you know, all those like, when they talk about sisters, it's like, you know, the older sister's always the shortest one. And I'm like, I don't understand that. Because everyone I know, the older sister is the taller one. Is that like a thing elsewhere where the older sister is short? It's like, you know, when they're the older sister because they're the shorter one.
I've seen a lot of content on social media of like siblings and the older sister is like looks shorter than the younger sister, but like that's like not the case all the time, obviously. But I feel like a lot of the time the older siblings a lot more well behaved, or like and the younger sisters or the younger sibling is just more like unhinged and like I don't give a fuck kind of thing.
But I think it's because as a perspective now that I have like being a parent, you're doing everything for the first time. Like I'm learning with Arky.
Yeah.
Every phase that he's in is new for me.
Yeah.
As a parent. like I've been through it as a kid or a teenager or whatever, but like as a parent, it's the first time I'm handling it. So I'm like, okay, maybe I wouldn't do it this way for my next kid. But then I have to like remember that every kid is also different and like might handle things differently, might need different support for different things. So like, I think that because people typically tend to be extra strict with the firstborn, and then every kid after that is like less strict because you have just less time, and like the kid has to be a bit more adaptable and go with the flow. And then it's just like less strict as well. Like you got a cell phone way younger than I did, because that's just.
I was 16. You?
I was 17. Okay, not way younger, 1 year, but still, I was like graduating high school.
I definitely had things that like you didn't have the privilege of getting.
Yeah, and even but it's because mom and dad like didn't know, right? Like they were just
it was their first time.
But they weren't even super strict in general.
Yeah, no, it was. I feel like mom and dad were like very similar with both of us.
Yeah, I think the difference is like because you and I were so different personality wise, and like through school and through social things, I struggled a bit more. So I feel like they had to put a bit, or they felt like they had to put more attention.
Yeah, I feel like you were. By nature, as a kid, you were more sensitive and you would internalize things more.
Yeah.
Whereas I was a lot more.
You were just more confident when you're younger. Like you just had this confidence too.
I always had like a sense of independence.
Yeah.
To me, and like I didn't like, or just like I don't know, like I knew. I was like I had more individuality.
I remember your first year lifeguarding, you were like totally fine to go out with the staff and like party and like have fun. And yeah, like, you had already kind of been doing that with your friends prior anyway, like from high school.
Yeah.
Whereas I like was so insecure and nervous and scared.
But I also didn't have the experience of getting like really badly bullied either.
Yeah, I guess.
Like you had that experience.
Yeah.
So like that does shape you when you're younger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Whereas like I never had that experience. So I didn't have like? Those like
Let's unpack
insecurities.
What's it like to not be bullied and be perfect?
Well, I will say that.
No, I know you were bullied though.
Yeah, but it was more situational. And like even at that, I was never. It wasn't the same as like for you, it was like most of your high school experience. Like you were bullied and you felt like an outcast.
Yeah.
But like for me, that wasn't the case. Like I was always.
I think that's why I'm so grateful that I had swimming.
Yeah.
Because I had my swimming friends and they were like my family, my best friends ever.
Yeah. And you didn't experience bullying with swimming.
No, not at all. And not in the summer pool community. Mm-hmm. It was literally just school. And it's so odd too because I was in a sports program. So I didn't even have full days of school. Like Sportyhood was you go in at the time. But it was still
kids or teenagers will be teens,
and also because I was so sensitive. Like I'm sure if I like went back, let's say I had a crystal ball and I can actually like rewatch specific events that were quote unquote traumatic in the bullying scheme of things. Obviously there's certain ones that I know 100% that's awful. But other things I'm like, was I just a fucking like pussy? Like was I just like,
well, you were sensitive,
but like to an extreme, maybe it wasn't even that bad and I'm just like any little thing was like a bruise, you know?
Maybe, I don't know, because I wasn't there. Like I was just like the younger sibling that like I remember like hearing you. There was like one incident, like I remember you were in mom and dad's room crying, and they were comforting you, and I remember you talking about the situation and me thinking like I'm gonna kill this girl. Like I remember actually like plotting.
Mom almost killed her.
A plan.
Like she almost ran her over with the car. Dad had to she had to call dad and being like, I'm gonna fucking run this girl over.
Yeah.
13-year-old girl. Dad's like, calm down. She's 13. Like I understand. Like get out of the car. Like go for a walk. Because she was so angry, which I understand that feeling too. Like being mama bear. Like if anyone ever teases my kids, like, are you kidding me?
You know what? I was thinking about that this morning. Like what would I do?
Oh my God, that just clicked in my head, Kyla. I'm so sorry to cut you off. But like the fact that like mom had to like live through that for me.
I know.
That never clicked in my head.
Yeah.
She was so strong in front of me.
Yeah.
She made it seem like she didn't, not that she didn't care, but she was like, go in there, Alex. Like
tough love.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she was probably like dying inside.
No, she told me this story. Like, she literally called dad, like, crying. Like, she was bawling her eyes out.
Oh my, that never clicked in my head before.
I think that's what she told me. I don't know. Mom, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry if I got the story wrong. But I also have, like, perfect example of the difference between us when we were kids. I remember there was one night, I don't remember how old you were. It was when dad was like giving you tough love, like disciplining you.
Oh, yeah. We had just like moved into that house. So I think I was like 8 or 9. Like little.
Yeah, you were 8 or 9. So I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And you like gave him attitude or gave mom attitude or something. And our dad is like very much a teddy bear. He's not a disciplinarian. Like and there's like, I think we could count on 2 hands how many times like he actually like really stepped in and like disciplined, because our mom was more of like the disciplinarian. Like,
I mean, she was a stay-at-home mom and he was working full-time, like supporting the family financially, and she was supporting the family like with everything else. And it was very like old school like family,
but also just upbringing. Like our dad's nature, like just by nature he's very
not confrontational,
but like very much the type that like, let's talk about it, like,
instead of like go to your room.
Exactly. Like, he always wanted us to feel comfortable talking to him. So did mom. Just different ways of like going about it. Anyways, that's like besides the point. But anyways, I remember you did something.
I think I remember exactly what I said because I was pissed off. I was being a brat, like a typical 9-year-old brat, and I really wanted something, and the answer was no from both my parents, like over and over and over again, and I was getting really annoying about it. And I remember internally feeling like I should stop asking, but like I just kept doing it. And then I was like, fine, then I don't want to be part of this family anymore.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, you don't want to be part of this family? And he literally packed me a backpack, mind you, I'm 9 years old, loaf of bread, water bottle, underwear, and socks. And he's like, get out. Packs me a bag. He's like, get out. And I was like, this is the first time, mind you, my dad has ever actually like been stern with me. Ever.
Yeah. And I remember they're standing at the front door, you and mom bawling your eyes out. Mom too was crying. Which I remember as like a 6-year-old or 7, however old I was, thinking to myself, like, if I was in her shoes, I wouldn't be crying right now.
Yeah.
But and dad was like, it was like one of those situations, like I just knew instinctively, like I would call his bluff.
But that's the thing, is that in my head, it wasn't even that like I believed he was going to make me like live on the street. It was that he was getting upset with me.
Yeah.
I think for me, that's what hurt more, was that like, it was the first time ever he was being really stern, and also scary, like telling me to get out of the house. And then when I was like, no. And he was like, do you want to be part of this family then? And I was like, yes, I'm so sorry. He's like, okay, good. And then like, and then he went to see you.
Yeah. And then like, I remember mom was getting upset. Like in my memory, she was like crying too.
Yeah.
And then he was like walking past me after the fact when everything like kind of blew over. And I was like, Dad. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, if it was me, I would have left.
Yeah.
And dad tells this story to this day, and he was like, I knew in that moment, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have trouble with her.
Yeah, well, he was like different perspective, because you were so like, if it was me, I would have left. Like, you would have taken that backpack and been like, fine, and walked out, and mom and dad would have been like panicking, like, shit, what do we do? It
was like, I always knew from a young age, like, I don't know how to explain it.
But maybe because you're watching it happen to me first. Like, so you're getting to like experience, like they're learning everything for the first time. I'm learning everything from the first time. You're watching them learn it through me. So you're kind of like, okay, I would do that differently, because you're very observant.
But I feel like in the moment, had I been the one in that position, I would have called his bluff.
Yeah, you would have 100%.
Because I'm very like, what's the term? Like, don't control me.
Yeah. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I have a condition called don't tell me what to do ism.
That's good.
I saw a video on of a girl saying that. I was like, yeah, that's me.
No, honestly though, like if you're going to tell me what to do, I'm going to do the opposite.
It's not that I'm going to do it's not like that. No. To that extent. It's just like if something seems like unjustified in my mind. Yeah. Or like, you know, the reaction isn't proportionate to the actual situation. I don't know.
That's like Dan. Dan is very much like that.
You know, like I'm very...
You're smart.
not strategic. I don't know.
You're smart.
Word,
like you see,
I can zoom out and see the bigger picture.
Yeah, for me, it was very much like emotional.
Yeah.
And I remember another time. I remember 3 times Dad getting really upset. That's all I remember in my head from when I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. It was that time we moved. There was a time later on where I didn't want to clean my room, and Mom had asked me like over and over again to clean my room, and I didn't want to clean it. And Dad was like, bless him, just trying to play guitar in the basement, and like I was being such a brat by like not listening. And finally, Dad's like, did you clean your room? Like, your mom's gonna be back in like 20 minutes. Did you clean it? And I was like, no, and I'm not going to. And so he got so pissed off. He went upstairs. He emptied all my drawers onto my bed, took out all the clothes in my closet, threw them on the floor, and like flipped over, like, I don't know what, not the chair, but like flipped something over, like my poof thing, and was like, have fun, clean it. And was like so stern and serious and like scared the shit out of me. And I remember I was bawling my eyes out cleaning my room, and I was like literally like, Mama, Papa. Like,
yeah. I used to do that too.
Like cry for my grandparents. Like, my life is so unfair. Yeah. After not listening to my parents for the millionth time, being a spoiled brat. And then the other time I was older, I was like 14 or 15, like a full-on teenager. So no excuse to be a fucking brat like this. But it was like, my mom will argue to the death about this, by the way, but like Kyla and I rarely had McDonald's as kids. Okay.
Yeah.
It was not often. It wasn't an often thing that we would get like fast food. And I really wanted McDonald's, been like months, and I had a swim meet coming up, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I get a best time, like maybe I can like get a Big Mac. Like, I don't know. I was like so excited.
We literally had our tradition where we would either watch Annie the musical, and then it turned into Lilo and Stitch every time we got McDonald's, because that's how rare it was for us to get McDonald's.
So she will literally fight us on this. I don't know why we have different memories of this situation. Watch us be like wrong. But in my mind,
but that's exactly it. Like, she was always the adult, so like maybe she's more correct than us. But anyways, continue.
In our mind, we did not have it often, and I knew that like, okay, it's been a long time since I've had McDonald's. I have a swim meet coming up. If I do like my 400 IM and I get a best time and I swim so well, like maybe I can like ask for McDonald's after, and she'll say yes. You know, like obviously not the incentive for me to do well. I wanted to do well for myself, but knowing that it was a really big meet, and if I did well, and then I asked after on our way home, she would say yes. And so, I was like 14 years old, did a best time, felt so good. I was like so proud of myself. We get in the car, we're driving home, and I was like gearing up. I was like waiting. I'm like, when's the best time to ask? How do I say it? I'm like preparing how I'm going to ask in my head. I'm like, hey, Mom. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, could we get McDonald's for dinner? And she's like, oh, actually, no, sweetie. Your dad made steak your favorite meal for dinner tonight. Which, like, fair, it was my favorite meal that he made. I like was obsessed with the steak, but the fact that like I wasn't going to be able to get my McDonald's, and it was the Sunday, so like the swim meet's over, and I was like, well, here to another few months. I was so upset, and instead of just like explaining that to my mom, I acted like a fucking little brat.
What did you do?
Well, I was just like, I don't want steak. And she was like, well, Alex, like, he literally spent so much time making your favorite meal for you. Like, I'm not going to go pick up McDonald's. That's so rude. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, I don't want that. I don't like that anymore. Like, just being such a little piece of shit. And so I sat there at the dinner table with my arms crossed, and I didn't take a single bite. I was being a fucking little bitch. And Dad was probably so upset. And he was so, I don't know, maybe there's something else going on in his life. Like, I don't know what's going on. But he took my plate and he fucking threw it in the garbage. And then, remember the swinging doors?
Yes.
He, like, punched to, like, open it. But it was, like, wicker. So his arm went through it.
Wait, no, I think he kicked it.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because like, it was one of the lower ones.
Yeah. It went through. And then he, like, tried to slam it. But it was a swinging door. So, like, he slammed it. But it was just, like... like whatever. And he was so mad, and then I felt so bad, and Mom's like, are you happy now? Are you happy now, Alex? And I like look back and I'm like, oh my god, I was such a little brat. But at the same time, like, relax, I just didn't eat your steak, you know?
There was something going on.
There was definitely something else going on, but like those are the 3 memories that I have of Dad getting mad.
It was like his tipping point.
And then from then on out, it was always like, let's have a conversation. Like, let's talk about this. Like, why are you acting like this? Why, like, what happened? Like, why didn't you come to me? Like, why didn't you tell me? Like, it was more like that. As we got older, maybe because he felt like he could actually talk to me, because I was like older. Because I think back to it now as an adult, and I'm like, in my 14-year-old brain, having McDonald's was probably the most important thing in my life at that moment.
Well, me too. It's like these are the moments that like as kids they mean so much.
And if I would have just like voiced that, and then maybe mom could have been like, listen, tonight we're gonna have steak, but how about next weekend we make a day where we like have McDonald's.
I think that's why by the time that we had our license and even had our first jobs and we were making our own money, we would literally get fast food all the time.
Do you remember when I got my license? I got my license. I'd pick you up from high school.
Yeah.
We'd go to like McDonald's or like...
You and Amanda.
Yeah. We would just go and sit and eat in the car because we didn't want mom to see.
Yeah.
And then we would go home and like have to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Or we wouldn't be like hungry because we just had like a freaking...
We would always alternate between Burger King, McDonald's, A&W, and Wendy's.
So good. But honestly, like... This is why I'm like really not strict, but I'm very open with my kids about like food is food.
Yeah.
And like I don't want to like hide away anything for them to like glorify it and to make them like crave it like crazy. Like it's like the forbidden fruit and then they're going to binge. Like I want them to have access to it. So we do have McDonald's every now and then. Way more often than I remember as a kid. But I also like want to explain like health reasons and like we can't always eat the same food all the time because it's not healthy. We can't eat McDonald's all the time, just like we can't eat carrots all the time because eating the same food all the time is not good for you. And
it's like balance, like a healthy balance.
Yeah.
I
don't even know if that's the right thing to do, but we'll see when they're teenagers.
Honestly, like
regardless, our kids are going to do things that we don't want because that's just the way of life. When you're a teenager, you're just going to want to rebel. You're going to want to do things that like maybe aren't the best for you.
Yeah.
You want to experiment.
Every family has like their rules and structure, and like no matter what, most kids have a rebellious streak.
I just want them to be able to talk to me. Like my main thing is like, I just want to know where you are.
Would it make you feel better to know that like as the aunt, I'm also going to be very much like if ever you're scared to like talk to mom and dad about it, like talk to me
100%.
Or call me, I'll come pick you up. Even if mom and dad tell you like they won't be mad at you, but you're still scared, like call me.
Yeah, I would love that. I've said that actually to my friends' kids because although like I felt comfortable for the most part telling mom and dad a lot of things.
But that means if they tell me any secrets, like I take it to my grave.
Like, yeah, I always say this to my mom friends. When your kids tell you something, do not relay it to your friends.
Yeah.
That is for you and your child only. That is their business that you're telling you if they decide to tell you, and you keep that between you and them.
That's how you build trust.
Mm-hmm. Because if you want them to trust you, you have to trust them. Like it's a two-way street. And I think the worst thing you can do is be a gossip with your kids' information.
Oh my God, I know. But also not even just a gossip, but like to like repeat things about like to speak on behalf of your kids to other people even when they're younger.
Yeah, like
right in front of them.
My podcast.
No, like right in front of them.
Like what's an example?
Like if your kid is in the room with you and like I don't know, you're at a family dinner or like a friend gathering, whatever, and like the kid is in the room or like can hear the conversation and you're talking about your kid
like in a negative way.
No, like even if it's just like talking about them and their life or like something that like
like they went through.
Yeah, like oh no, like he's just like he's tired, like he's just gonna go like do this or
like instead of them asking you, hi, we're trying not to edit this episode at all, Dan.
Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes.
That was Dan in the background.
Can you turn the hose off?
Yeah.
We could keep this in. This is cute.
It's whatevs.
I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, oh yeah, like I don't know, just talking about your kid as if
they're not there.
They're not there when they're like right beside you.
See, I've been guilty of
like
that
a
before.
lot. I'm saying a lot.
Like people will ask Arkham a question, and like before he responds, I like respond for him. Like, what's your favorite color? And I'm like, oh, it's this. And I'm like, why am I doing that? I've had to like anxiously, actively think about it and like stop it. Like let him answer for himself, unless he doesn't understand and like he asks me for help.
Yeah.
Then I can like help him. But it's almost like an automatic. I'm like, oh my God, you're taking forever. Just like spit it out. You know, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I think a lot of the times we take,
but also like there's no such thing as a perfect parent. Like we can sit here and nitpick and analyze things to the death. And
like I have a million. I have like a lot of mom friends, and they all parent completely different. I don't have one friend that parents the same.
Yeah.
And their kids are all awesome.
Yeah. Every kid's different. I can't wait till I get to like hug Rue and kiss her and hold her.
I know.
Hi, baby.
Oh,
Hi.
How long has it been? An hour? We can end it. That way you can go give her a hug before they leave.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.